want to show you a little bit about how to use the graphing calculator that I've asked you to download off of the Mosul Manager. Off to the left, I've got a sample of 8 Chapter 1 Algebra 2 tests. These are the percentages that they scored. And I'm going to show you how to put this into a scientific calculator, a graphing calculator, or like I said, the calculator that I've asked you to download. So what you're going to do is you're going to find the statistics button. And it's kind of in the middle here. So I'm going to tap on that statistics button, okay, right there. And up here is going to be edit, calculate, and test. We're going to put this numbers into a list. So we're going to hit number 1 for edit. Okay. Now I've got old numbers in here. That's fine. What I can do is just type over them. So I'm just going to go through and go 85, enter, 94, enter, 91, 88, 98, 84, okay, and 88. Now, if you notice on the how it goes, you got L1, that's the list that we're in the parentheses is 8. That means that the 8th number you typed in is 88. Okay, so it's kind of a good idea to just double check that you got the same amount of data on your list that you do in the calculator too. Number one thing to mess up would be not typing it into the calculator right. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to that stats, but now if I go over, hit the over tab to this calc, I'm going to get to this calculate menu. I got 1 var stats as one of my options, so 1 variable statistics. And since we're only using 1 list, I'll hit 1 or enter to select that. Frequency list should say list is L1, frequency list, don't worry about that right now. So arrow down to calculate, hit enter, and you have a bunch of information here. Okay, X bar is sample mean. Well, population mean and sample mean calculate the same way. So the average was 87.875. The sum of all the x's are 703. The sum of all those numbers squared, Sx and sigma x. Now here's your standard deviations. You've got 2 of them. This is where you have to pay attention to the kind of data you're dealing with. Okay, in this particular case, I am dealing with a sample. How do I know? It said it was a sample. So that means that we're going to find the sample standard deviation. Which is the one with the S. So our sample standard deviation for this particular data was 6.95, or I'll go 6.958 if I round it. Okay, population standard deviation is there. N is equal to 8, that means there's 8 numbers. The smallest number was 75. Q1, quartile 1 is 84.5. The median was 88. The quartile 3 was 92.5. And the max number, the highest number, was 98. Those 5 numbers might come into play here in a little bit too. So there you go. That's how you use your graphing calculator. If you, by chance, want to go back and get different data into there, you go stat into edit, and you can change that list. This is what we'll be using for the most time. So if you got any questions, rewatch this or give me a shout out on Schoology or ask me in class.